What's going on, guys? Welcome again to the Third and 10 podcast. Season 5, episode 8 is now live. My mic is currently unplugged, so I'm going to get that fixed shortly. It's good to see you guys. Happy Friday. I'm your host, Nathan Nguyen, joined always with my guy, Brian Germanaro. Brian, while I get this fixed, real quick, how are you, sir? And how's your day been? How's the past couple days?
I wish I had the confidence that CJ Stroud has in himself, because he is reportedly asking the Texans for, and sit down for this one, $70 million.
Oh, hell no. No.
In what universe is CJ Stroud worth $70 million? Like, we all made fun of Jay Daniels, and rightfully so. I mean, the United States government was clowning on him with a bison. Like, that says a lot about where you are. But, like, if this report is true, and I see multiple people now kind of run with it, it's time to start giving CJ Stroud the exact same treatment we gave Jay Daniels. Because how out of touch do you have to be? What an absolute loser this guy is. $70 million? What have you done? You had one good rookie season, and you played like absolute dog crap since then.
My favorite moment from CJ Stroud's career so far, that just like, I know the football gods are like, yeah, you know, just for doing this, we're going to just make sure you play like crap for a good period of time. Is when he was talking to Caleb Williams after the game. It was like giving him like a pep talk when it's like,
yeah,
buddy, it's your second year in the league.
I think me and my friends did the stats. His stats have tanked since that game. I think we,
I think
we talked about it on this show too. Like, that is when we like, all right, when did CJ Stroud fall off? Oh, after he was like, you know, put like a know your role kind of situation.
Yeah, I mean, since then, Caleb Williams has definitely taken off. Let's be honest about that. I mean, not just being on the Madden cover, but also, leading the Bears to the playoffs and, just making surprise plays one after another. He is definitely on a better trajectory of having a more successful career than Stroud at this point in time. I know it's still early, of course, with both guys, but Stroud needs to take a back seat for sure and kind of think about the team around him and by himself as well before demanding about $70 million on his next deal. But yeah, well, look, hey, I know they drafted two. It was him and Will Anderson in the same draft. Anderson got paid, well deserved. He's a guy that has shown year after year, not just improvement, but just his ability to disrupt the passer and get sacks and all those things. He's been fantastic with Stroud. We definitely need to see more. And I'm sure the Texans would like to see more as well before they even think about giving a number even close to the one he's asking for. So, but hey, none of our boys are asking for that amount of money yet. So we are grateful.
It's coming, but not yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the calm before the storm, as they say. But thank God we're.
But our guys will hopefully deserve it when they ask for it, and not be that.
Yeah, I will say. One guy that may get paid soon, I assume he'll get paid eventually. I think his deal ends up in a couple of years from now is Brian Burns, who apparently I just found out a couple of days ago. He was, according to his peers, was ranked as the 14th best player in the top 100. So congrats to Mr.
You get
Burns.
Like 16 and a half sacks in a season. Yeah,
you gotta be up there.
Be in the top 50.
But it's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. It's really cool to see a Giant up there, though. Of course, he is definitely going to be a big piece.
I mean, Saquon probably was the last Giant that was up that.
Yeah,
probably answering your question there. I mean,
yeah.
Unless Neighbors went really high his rookie year, but I don't know if they would have given that honor to a rookie.
True. If
I bet was on the list, probably, but I bet she was probably somewhere in like the back half. Like
the
60s
80s and 90s, maybe.
Yeah, I'd probably crack that list. Yeah, probably that.
But this is definitely the highest.
It's got to be the highest since Saquon Barkley.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And he can screw off anyway. His decline is slowly coming.
Oh, the Eagles! Jalen Hurts is throwing 3 more interceptions.
I love it.
Jalen Hurts can't stop throwing interceptions. The Eagles' downfall is coming, and it's going to be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I've been calling it for years. I'm like, Nick, this team's going to fall apart, and Nick Sirianni's not going to be able to hold them together, and it's going to be a disaster. And everyone's been calling me a moron and a hater.
I will say,
wasn't wrong.
No, you weren't. Yeah, and that's why I love you, man. That's why I love you. I absolutely hate though the most from what we've been hearing from Eagles camp. It's like, oh, just because Jalen Hurts hasn't thrown a touchdown doesn't mean he's trash. We're near the start of the regular season, and all
we
I'm
have
hearing is
preseason games going on right now. What do you mean he hasn't thrown a
yeah,
touchdown pass?
yeah, like like in joint practices or practices in general, like he has thrown 0 touchdowns, or that's what I've been hearing. I could be wrong, but that's what I've been hearing. I'm just like, so like, is he just trash at this point? Like, he's just like, there's nothing coming.
There's
There's no
nothing
good
good
news coming
coming
out of
out of
Eagles
this
camp.
camp. It's all
There
just
really
bad
isn't.
news.
Dude, I'm telling you, there has been not one good thing. Maybe a little bit of Makai Lemon sprinkled in there.
The only good thing we've seen is Mitchell with that interception, but it became bad because Jalen Hurts threw the interception.
Yeah, dude, and that we talked about that in the last episode, the episode before. Again, a humorous mistake on the part of the Eagles social media team. But I expect nothing less. They're not the smartest group out of the bunch. But hey, it's okay. We'll face them in the regular season. I'm sure we'll kick their ass once we
Boy, I
see
hope
them.
so.
I hope so. Hey, because last year when they visited MetLife on Thursday Night Football, it was quite a fun memory for all of us Giants fans. Hey, yes sir. I remember the day after. I think we had a show the day after.
We did an emergency show because of it. Yep, we did an emergency show because it was that big.
It was so much fun.
To be fair, it was our first primetime win in since like the Obama administration. So
yeah, hopefully we get a lot more of those this year. Starting with, of course, week 1 against Dallas, which is it's slowly but surely approaching, my man. I'm so excited. But a couple more preseason games left for the Giants, including this weekend's one, tomorrow to be exact, as they'll be taking on the Miami Dolphins in Miami. They landed in Miami, I believe it was on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And they practiced with the boys yesterday. They had the day off today, and will be facing against each other tomorrow. But a lot of takeaways that we'll be discussing from there. We'll also discuss our 53-man roster predictions part 2. We did a part 1. I believe it was in the last season, one of our last episodes from last season. That's kind of irrelevant now because we've had a couple of new players, including Najee Harris, who we'll talk about shortly because he shined these past couple of days. And then finally, presented by Bettor Vision, we'll give our best bets of the day. I know we have a couple preseason games, some MLB games, but we thought we might as well slowly introduce a new segment to you guys. Shout out to Bettor Vision, by the way. We'll be having an affiliate linking code that we can show to you guys or present to you guys in the description below in the near future. But with that being said, my friend, let's get into it. Look, the Dolphins are projected by many, right, to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year. And that's to no one's surprise, let's be honest. I mean, you look at their offense, and yes, Devon Achane is one of the best running backs in the NFL, top 10. He's an electric guy, no doubt about it. Everyone else, kind of a question mark. Malik Willis is his year 1 as a starting quarterback for Miami. The wide receivers are pretty much castaways from other teams. Their O-line is okay. But other than that, they got nothing. Defensively, I could say the exact same thing.
The Miami is tanking. It's so clear. They're tanking for what they assume is Arch, but we shall see.
We shall see, indeed, if Arch will even live up to
if Arch will come out. That's even the big question too. They might stay for a senior year.
If he doesn't play to the level that many expect him to play at,
even if he does, they've already said he might go and finish college. It's demanding, so Peyton stayed all 4 years, and that just might be with them. Everything's on the table.
They want to do things the right way, I guess, is a better way of saying it, huh? So we'll see how that goes. But there is definitely a lot of talented quarterbacks coming out of the 2027 NFL draft, even if it's not Arch Manning to be included in there. Dante Moore is also another big name that we'll be keeping an eye on this college football
season. There's definitely someone we have that's going to be huge on draft boards that we're not even talking about yet.
Is it Mensa from Miami?
I was just saying in general.
Like there's going to be someone that's like
the Joe Burrow, Zach Wilson. Like there's always that one, quarterback that we're not talking about at the start that flies up draft boards during the season because they just play
I do wonder what that name's going to be.
Like if I told you Joe Burrow was going to be the first overall pick before the start of the 2019 season, you would have had me like institutionalized.
Oh no, yeah, of course, yeah, no doubt about it. Because it's like no one really heard about Burrow until that incredible
I mean, people
freaking
I heard
season.
about because he was like a solid, like he was battling with I think Tate Martell he was battling out with at Ohio State was battling with
Correct.
him, and then transferred to LSU. I think that's without Tate Martell, Joe Burrow would never be what he was. So LSU,
Yeah,
then the Bengals owe Tate Martell a debt of gratitude, even
yeah,
though he
he's been
sucked at
everywhere.
Ohio State.
Yeah, he's been everywhere since he left Ohio State himself. Like, I can't.
He was at Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Then he became a receiver at one point. He was at UNLV for a little bit. And there's one more school in there. I forgot what it was though.
UNLV.
No, I said UNLV already. That's
Right.
that's where I finished, I think. Maybe he's only 3 schools.
Yep. Last played in 2021.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
No, Ohio State, Miami, then UNLV in 2021 to finish things off.
You are correct. Yeah, he's just out there, waiting for a chance. He probably won't get it, but that's okay. At least he could say he helped Joe Burrow have the career he's having right now, and who deservingly.
He retired from
number.
football. He's done.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, never mind then. Well, at least he can watch his former teammate succeed in the NFL and Joe Burrow, and can proudly say that he helped his number get deservingly retired, unlike another LSU quarterback who also.
So disrespectful. We take this show at 5.
I know. How could we?
That's a little disrespectful on us. Our bad.
Yeah, it's disgraceful that my break from work is going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific time.
So. Well, yeah. No, you got to call your boss. Like, I got to take a break at like 6. Sorry.
Exactly.
Out of respect.
Back. God, I hate Jaden Daniels too. I ain't gonna lie. And his mom is weird too.
His mom was always weird. Like,
yep.
Look, like I get like wanting to protect your son and like having like a good support system is great, and I applaud her for all that. She is just taking that to an extreme, and now it's a problem. Now it's a distraction. Like if you're gonna. Like, I get it. If you want to protect your son and like don't have him, fall down the wrong path or like, get stuck with like I get wanting to protect her. I understand that. It's just like at a certain point you have to understand that your son's an adult, and if he makes mistakes, he has to deal with them. You have to let your son grow up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. He's a grown man. I think
he's a grown man, exactly. And like, look, he's in a little different situation. He's an NFL quarterback. If you want to do be somewhat involved with that proceeding, yeah, I get that to protect him, but like you've overstepped. You're a helicopter parent for a 26-year-old, wherever old Jane Daniels is.
Which is, let's be honest, not normal for someone like him. In this.
No. Like he wants to talk to pretty girls. I'm talking to pretty girls. He's an NFL quarterback. Look at all the other ones.
Yeah, he was talking to. There's a clip of him talking to what's her name, Juju Watkins. Remember that? There was a clip of that.
And the mom stopped it.
Yeah, and she said right between them, I'm like, bro.
Like, yeah, it's like, no, let him talk to the girl.
Yeah, exactly. Let him live a damn life. Now, I should finish the rest of season 3 of quarterback because he is in there, but I have not got a chance to. I will say this though: the moment, and I mean the moment, they will put a Giant or Jackson Dart pretty much on court, or maybe it's Jameis Winston. Who knows? If they put one of those two guys on the quarterback on the Netflix show next season. I will be watching all episodes. I will binge watch that stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Because right now I just have no motivation. Like, okay.
Yeah, I watched season 1. I started season 2. I have no desire to watch season 3. It's fine.
The only Netflix show I've watched for real in full is the Formula 1 Drive to Survive series.
Yeah, I've wanted to watch that. I watched QB1. That was good. That followed like the high school seniors, like at the top recording.
Yes,
I watched that. That's actually that's how Tate Martell is actually on that, ironically enough. I watched season 1 of Last Chance U. That was incredible. Season 1 was incredible. Didn't love season 2.
I gotta check out both of those.
The Last Chance U. It's about JUCO guys.
Yeah, there was a college that they I heard of there was this college that they did a season on. It was on Laney College. One of the guys that I went to high school with, his name was Marcel Dancy. He was the best running back on the team, and he got some offers, but he went to Laney College. Marcel Dancy, if I didn't say his name yet. His college was featured on that. So I don't
nice.
know. Yeah, I know. It's pretty damn cool. He was a shifty back. I loved watching him play. He had like over like I forgot his stats, but he was fantastic for us. Probably our best player in years. But I digress. But yeah. No, I think feel like as a whole, Netflix I haven't really used too much. Mostly I've been using Disney Plus with like Family Guy and all those things when I'm out watching Giants football.
Netflix, I watched a few movies on it this weekend. Is about it.
What did you watch?
I watched Benchwarmers, A House of Dynamite, and 42.
I love 42.
Great movie.
Chadwick freaking god.
He did a great performance. Absolutely fantastic.
You're damn right. You know who else is a god though?
Bill Carter for taking on the entire Miami Dolphins team by himself.
Yes. Hey, you actually made up a great segue to our next segment, which is our first segment of the day, which is the Giants Dolphins
brawl.
Yeah,
it wasn't a practice. We fought each other.
Yeah, I mean, look, there were some highlights I will discuss shortly.
Well, yeah, the highlight was the defense, kicking the Dolphins' ass for 3 quarters, and then Abdul Carter threw a punch.
Yeah, dude, they were throwing punches. I think Winston was punched, and I'm like, wait a minute, why would you hurt poor Jameis? Who punches
Jameis Winston? It's like punching Santa Claus. I guess Philly fans, they booed him, so.
Yeah, true. Which is why. I mean, Santa Claus is just...
they were upset. I can tell you why. They were upset the team was winning and that they weren't going to be able to draft, and wait for it, O.J. Simpson.
Oh, my God.
It's like... Listen, at the time, he wasn't a murderer, allegedly, it was
like...
it's just very funny now with context. The situation's already bad. It just is like, oh my God, not only did they boot Santa Claus, but they were upset because they didn't get OJ.
Dude, Eagles fans, I don't know. I don't know with them anymore, to be honest.
The mayor bombed the city, all right? The mayor called an airstrike on the city in 1985. There was a riot, and the mayor couldn't get under control. So I'm not kidding. He dropped a bomb. There's a Wikipedia page on it.
I'll need you to find this Wikipedia page. But while you do that, because we have a minute here,
you want me to actually find it? I can find it too.
You might as well, because for the next minute, we'll be showing you guys a clip that I found on social media of the Giants Dolphins brawl and how bad it kind of got. Take a look. My favorite part.
It's our house, man. It's our house.
Like, okay, big whoop did he whoop. Y'all haven't won anything in like 30 years. Like, come on, bro. Like, shut up. And this is weird ass Dolphins. But anyway, shout out to him for the video though. So thank you for that. Yeah, dude, that was over.
The video. His voice sounded like he was off to the side.
I thought he was one recording the video. I ain't gonna lie. But either way,
his voice would have been louder. But yeah, no, either way, it doesn't matter. He was. The commentary for him was hysterical.
It was pretty fun. I was like, when I was hearing it for the first time, I was like, things he was saying. I was just like, buddy.
I was like the guys in shorts out there trying to think they're gonna do anything. Like, bro.
I know that, and it's like, we are not the little brothers.
To do, bro? They're all wearing pads and helmets. You're not doing anything.
Yeah, and it's like when he was like, oh yeah, Jets tell your little brother to calm down, or yeah, Jets tell your little brother to calm down. I'm like, hold up. The Giants are the big brothers to the Jets, not the other way around. But anyways,
in every sense of the word. They're older. They've won more championships. Like,
you're damn right. We actually done something in this NFL. Not that,
in multiple eras, not just, before the moon landing.
Yeah, not just from Super Bowl III. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that fight lasted over a minute. Winston was punched, as we saw. Everyone was involved. Yeah, I low key, I was into it because I'm like, hey, y'all
I
were getting
love
your
it.
ass.
I love the fire. I love the
Me
fire.
too.
This team's showing some pulse.
Yeah, Miami was getting their ass kicked. Of course, I had to, start something. The Giants fought back, so hallelujah. I heard Jermaine Luminor got pulled though, apparently, because I guess he got benched for like the rest of practice because of what he did as well during the fight.
It's a lot of guys got. I bet you Abdul got. Yeah, a lot of guys got benched too.
Oh yeah, but you know what, Abdul, we love you, man.
It's the energy, but like at the same time, you have to stay face of like we can't allow you guys to be fighting each other. We have to do something to end it.
True.
It's discipline is what they want. They're establishing discipline.
It's a serious football. When the games matter, we gotta chill.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like I love it right now because just these guys are fired up. But week 4, if I see that, I'm gonna be upset.
It's true.
Well, you guys are taking unnecessary penalties and like putting and jeopardizing yourselves to win a ball game for what? For what?
For now, all I'm saying is F them Dolphins. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now. Right now it's a preseason. Who cares? Fight someone.
I know. Exactly.
People like tune in.
And like we just did. Like, I wanted to show that clip. Now you guys are probably wondering, okay, y'all showed a fight, big whoopity whoop. Prove to us that you guys were actually good. Or tell us why the Giants were good all practice long.
Because our defense actually destroyed them.
6 sacks to be exact, according to Mr. Brian Burns. They were dominant all day long, or all joint practice long, according to reports. The offense hit big plays. The Dolphins corners couldn't cover the Giants receivers at all.
Yeah.
First 2 plays.
Didn't Dart have only 3 incompletions, and 2 of them were spikes?
Yes, I think it was 5 incompletions. 2 of them were spikes.
There's one interception in there, but you throw one interception, 2 touchdowns, and if you go I think it was 20 for 25, let's just say. Yeah, I'll take the 1 interception you threw.
You're damn freaking right.
And also, we didn't see the interception. It could have bounced off, Jalen Hyatt's hands.
From what I found, it was thrown. I think it was a missed throw. He threw it right towards Jacob Rodriguez, who, I respect. Rodriguez is one of the best linebackers in college football. You
almost won the Heisman. Okay.
You're damn freaking right. So if there's anyone to pick a ball off, that I wouldn't mind, it's him. Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. But no, otherwise, the Dolphins defense had no answer for the Giants receivers whatsoever. First 2 plays during one-on-one drills, I believe. Dart hit Darnell Mooney and Calvin Austin for deep ball touchdowns. Malachi Fields, we keep saying his name every single freaking episode. It's crazy. He made a tough contested catch downfield once again. He just continues to surprise me. And OBJ, he looked his young. Defender. He did look young. He, quote, put his defender in a blender and was open by 5 yards. I don't know if this is the clip. It's 5 seconds long, ironically enough. But this is what he did to a corner. Take a look. I know it's a small clip.
Are we in 2016? When was that?
I think he's been. This is from 2 days ago. I think he's back. I'm telling you, he's back. Okay, I know it's one clip.
It's a camp video against what's going to be probably the worst team in the league, in Miami Dolphins. But
true.
Hey, that's what. I don't want to rain on the parade, but we do have to also think, okay, this is a pretty bad team, and the Giants actually have solid talent on this roster. So we can't, make it, but. The way that we are just dominating against it shows that, okay, this roster does have something. This isn't a bad roster, Yeah. We're competing with them. No, we are definitively better than they are. So, we talked about, slowly improving and our roster getting better and our expectations being higher. Well, the Dolphins were where we've been for years now. And, I would say 2 years ago, we aren't talking this glowingly about a Giants-Dolphins practice. So, it just shows how far we have come.
Definitely. I know it's only a couple of days of practice, but I think if we get a win on Saturday in a dominant fashion, we are definitely no longer on the Dolphins in terms of where we stand in the pyramid of the NFL. We're definitely not their tier because they're tier 4. We're definitely approaching tier 2, but we're still in the tier 3 area.
We have to earn it first. We have to earn tier 2 first. We could be tier 2, but we're tier 3.
That is, you're damn right. But no, I think OBJ looked fantastic. That look, not just from that clip alone, but we've heard multiple reports all training camp and preseason long. Like he has been getting open consistently. He just needs to be targeted a lot more. We saw it last week's game against the Vikings. He was getting open. He had a wide open touchdown, and Brandon Allen just found him, but he didn't, which still pisses me off to this day. Look, as long as he stays healthy, I know we said it for everyone, but this is a guy who's battled so many injuries in his career, especially recently. If he can just stay healthy for this Giants team, he's going to make the roster as the last receiver. Spoiler alert for how my depth chart predictions are going to look like, but I will talk about shortly.
I have him there too. He made it.
Yes. Hell yeah. If he keeps this up, and he will hopefully see a lot more of him on Saturday. I think one of the things I do want to see tomorrow is him working with the first team and just getting a lot more PT. We saw him a little bit in a second. I think he didn't come in for his first snap until the second quarter, I believe, of the Minnesota game.
Yeah,
I want to see him a lot more, honestly.
He probably will be in a similar spot because I think the starters are going to play more. So you're going to see more of, Mooney and Austin and, Slayton out there. But yeah, Beckham should probably play the whole second half.
Yeah, he should. He needs to get as much PT as possible. Get him the rock and see what he can do. But another offensive player who, again, we don't talk about as much on this show, but we should, because he's going to be a very important weapon for us. And I will talk about him a lot more once we see it on the field when the games actually count. And that's Isaiah Likely, who is continuing, my friend, to be a huge part of the Giants offense.
Yeah, him and Dart seem to have a real connection.
They do, man. And again, I always think about sometimes of the Darren Waller situation, but this isn't Darren Waller. This isn't Darren Waller part 2. This is a guy who just continues to build a rapport with Dart. I know
he's also 5 years younger than Waller was.
Yeah, damn freaking right, dude.
We also forget how young Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely is 26 years old.
Yeah, he's got plenty of years ahead of him. I think didn't Waller sign with? I think he signed with off topic. He signed the
Dolphins.
What did he sign?
No,
Panthers.
Panthers. Yes.
Last team was Miami. No, you did. I got you.
I mean, the dude ended up hating football because of us.
Yeah, and he went to create songs for a year.
I mean, that's kind of impressive.
It is. No, and he went to go on and make some song, taking time and heal or however. I don't freaking know. Anyways,
yeah, that was a great pre-gaming a concert too. Just crying. I was laughing. Me and my boys just in a hotel room hysterically laughing at this music.
You've seen the music video, right?
They think we were laughing so hard.
Yeah, that was where he's laying in the water dead, but you can see him blinking. You don't blink if you're dead, man.
I almost peed my pants when he blinked.
We gotta react to that video next time. Maybe
I haven't seen it in so long.
Hey, might as well bring it back. No, Isaiah has been fantastic. Even when Malik Neighbors does return as 100%, there's no doubt in our minds that he's going to be, a very well-found target of darts. He is quickly developed into this type of security blanket for a young quarterback. He also works in the area of the field where Dart thrives, which is right, straight up the middle. We've seen it last year with him and Theo Johnson. He was just finding Johnson right up the gut, in the middle of the field, and that's where the tight end usually works around. And Likely had 6 catches during live drills on Thursday's practice against Miami. So listen, man, I know talk is about Malik Neighbors and who's going to be behind him in terms of the receiving room. Some of us kind of forget Likely is a guy who's probably going to finish with the second most receptions on this team. After Neighbors, of course, once he's 100%, and I'm sure Malachi Fields will be a close third, but don't want to overreact too much. But I love the guy, and I know you do too, my friend. Couple more things before we get to our depth chart predictions. Let's see here. Najee Harris, who signed with us earlier this week, had a quote-unquote powerful touchdown run with the backups in the second series in practice. Who was with the second team? Well, Evan Neal was with the second team. And with Voodoo also being bumped up to the first team, this is only because Francis Mauigoa had to leave practice early due to a heat-related issue, which kind of doesn't make sense because he did play in Miami for 3-4 years. So
the heat affects everyone differently. It could just been a hot day. Could not get much water.
True.
You say people getting frost living in New England. It happens.
True. But another reason why Azudu was with the first team, and he got bumped up to the first team, and Evan Neal got bumped up to the second team, is because we lost a Giant actually earlier this week as well. Daniel Falele, no longer with us. He went to, if I'm what was it? The Texan. No, where did he go? Jacksonville, and for a 6th round pick. Not too bad for a guy who was pretty much trash in Baltimore. Signed with us, thought he'd be a solid backup. Yeah, we saw him last week in Minnesota that he was not good whatsoever. And even though he was a former player of Harbaugh's, he said, "All right, good riddance. See you later." And so he is no longer a part of the team. So that's one less guy to worry about on our depth chart. Thoughts on that? If anything, I don't think you have any. I mean, he
Good
was
riddance.
Yeah, same. Cool beans with me.
He was terrible.
Yeah. Another player who is could possibly be traded, according to reports, is Darnell Mooney. There have been a couple of teams that have asked the Giants for Darnell Mooney if he's available. One of them was the Texans before about 15, 20 minutes ago, because they signed a former Giant themselves, Sterling Shepard, joining the Houston Texans on a 1-year deal. So they are one team to maybe
I feel like that scene in Jim Carrey's Grinch where he sees the two women that raised him whenever Sterling Shepard gets onto a team.
Me too.
You are still living?
He's still out there, dude. It's
me and my buddies are having a fantasy draft tonight, and the theme of the draft is everyone has to wear their most obscure NFL jersey. I'm literally wearing my T-shirt jersey of Sterling Shepard with the 87.
Hey!
With the 87 on it.
Oh, not the number 3, but the 87.
No, the 87. I got it when he was like a rookie.
The OG number, man. Yeah. I still miss him to this day. He was such a dependable target in the slot for Eli and for a little bit Daniel Jones and whatnot. He will always be a Giant. I'll never forget for sure. And he was just this humble, guy to watch, and I loved it. I remember the days of us reminiscing about Eli Manning to OBJ, Shepard, and Victor Cruz in the same room. How dangerous that would be, right? And obviously it didn't turn out well as we thought it would, but it was fun to see all 4 of them on the same field together, especially again, just all those exciting wideouts that we had. But yeah, look, Darnell Mooney, hey, if he gets traded, I wouldn't be too mad at it. I mean, he's a guy that has been very quiet in camp.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad because we don't know him. He wasn't a Giant. He wasn't a Giant last year. We have no connection to this guy.
We really don't. And he's been such an up and down guy throughout his career. And based on his career history, this season's supposed to be his up year. So we'll see how that goes. But he's a guy that if everything goes the way I think it is, he's probably gonna be nothing more than a number 3, number 4 guy. And maybe in the regular season we'll see a lot more of him and how much of an impact he'll have once the games count and whatnot. But at this point in time, he's a guy I'm just like, okay, well, thanks for joining us for like a few months. See you later, I guess.
I mean, if we're being honest, I seriously doubt the Giants trade him because this is a hardball guy he just brought in, so they did sign him for somewhat of a reason. So I'd be really shocked if he's traded. But if we get an offer, we can't refuse. Yeah, pull the trigger.
True. I guess to counter argue, I mean, we said the same thing about Daniel Falele, or I thought the same thing about Daniel Falele before he got traded because he was a Ravens guy.
Falele also put on a god awful performance, and Falele was always seen as a depth piece. Mooney was signed here with the idea of being a wide receiver 2 or 3. Whether he is that or not is a question that's going to be answered this season. But there's still that thing that he could still be that this year. Where with Falele, no matter how well he played, he was going to be a depth guy.
You're damn right. That is true. That's true. So we'll see what what comes about with Mooney's future. I think we can all just go ahead and guess right now. More than likely, he'll remain a Giant throughout the rest of the 2026 season.
Yeah. Next season, I think this is a real conversation to have because we'll have a full year of Malachi Fields. We'll know what he does. And then who knows what other wide receivers step up. But 1 and 2 will be filled. So it's do you want to go more with a cheap option for 3? Move off of Mooney? I don't know. That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, maybe get a young piece as well in the draft. Maybe if you want to take a shot at it, but because we know for sure.
Maybe a receiver becomes available and wants to be a Giant.
There you go. Yeah. A guy who doesn't mind being a depth piece because we know damn well how next year's receiver
I'm trying to think of a disgruntled. Maybe there is an AJ Brown situation at some team that he wants to be. He's I want to be a Giant. It's okay, whoa, hang on.
Come on down.
Yeah, I'm trying Justin Jeff, Jordan Addison. I really want to be a Giant. I can't stand being a Minnesota Viking anymore. I can't, something like that. T. Higgins. Like,
Oh,
the odds of those two being the players are extremely low. I'm just giving an example of like what happens. Who could be a number 2?
I love me a T. Higgins. That'd be, man.
I
Imagine
mean, when
Neighbors,
T. Higgins was a free
Higgins, and
agent, I
Fields.
always said they should just.
You did.
If T. Higgins gets their free agency, the Giants should just offer him a blank check and just whatever it takes to come here.
You did mention that, but I guess he's getting paid handsomely to stay there in Cincinnati. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good for him, I guess. But a few more things before we get to our depth chart predictions. Again, my friend, always welcome to interrupt me at any point with these final takeaways. Malachi Fields, I know we talked about him earlier, but I also found that he won 2 down the field matchups against Jason Marshall and Marco Wilson, and Jackson Dart found him on both times.
What can't this man
nicely.
not do?
I don't know. He's just so freaking good.
The Giants, they really should call me. Last year I said Cam Scalabry was my favorite player. You guys drafted him, and he popped off. This year I said it's Malachi Fields. You drafted him, he's popping off. Maybe I should be in the front office somewhere because I got an eye for talent. I said Ty France would be a good pickup for the Mets, and he's having a career season in San Diego.
You're 2 for 2 so far, and I'm
3 for 3.
Yeah, you got 3 for 3.
If you count Ty France, I'm 3 for 3. And I know because I filled out a job application for the Mets front office, and one of them was write an essay on who would play the Mets you bring in, and mine was about Ty France. So if there's anyone down it, the Mets have the application with the resume out, with the application on it.
You should send it my way. I do want to take a look and see how you explain
about
your
his
reason.
bat speed, his exit velocity is all high still, his defensive still good. Yeah, I wouldn't really. Yeah.
Damn, you went really.
You want to get nerdy with it? I got nerdy with it.
I don't doubt that at all, my friend. Every piece of your work, and by the way, check out Brian. He's freaking everywhere. Belly Up Sports Media with Blitz Sports Media as well. Bunch of articles he releases on a daily basis is incredible. So check it out. It's very in depth from what I've seen so far. Dude, yeah,
you're breakdown today of the picture of the Kate Anderson, the 5th overall prospect in all baseball, got called up. Went deep.
Yeah,
went deep. A deep dive, and it's live now on Blitz Sports.
Hell yeah, y'all check it out. Hey, 3 for 3 is pretty damn. Hey, why not, Ash?
I mean, I'm also like, there's definitely a bunch of misses I had, but we don't talk about those. So
it's okay. You're 3 for 3
because this is propaganda.
You're 3 for 3. You're all good.
3 for 3.
Next year, I'm excited to see who.
I cannot wait to this player. It's going to be who I'm going to pick.
I guarantee they're going to be signing with the Giants because it's just how things.
I mean, it's been working. Let's see what area you need. Corner. I got to fall in love with the corner.
Yes, please. Oh my God, we need. But there has been
Leonard Moore. Leonard Moore. That's it.
That's.
I would absolutely love Leonard. I talk about I made the great I think we made it about in this show Malachi Fields' yardage and touchdowns. Will I get the Malachi Fields jersey? If Leonard Moore is drafted, I will get a Leonard Moore jersey off rip.
You don't got to see him on the field. I'm
nope.
just gonna get it right away.
I just know he's gonna be great.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough to me. For now, though, our corners haven't been too bad. Actually, some positive news coming from them. Deonte Banks turned his head around in practice for once.
Banks is actually having a good preseason. I can't argue with this. Banks is actually showing something. He
is. Had a nice interception in the end zone guarding Jalen Reagor apparently, and Paulson Adebo.
Jalen Reagor, what do we really expect? I could go out there and guard Jalen Reagor.
Yeah, fair enough. And Paulson Adebo slowly working his way back to the good side of the coaching staff. He's been still rotating with the ones and impressing with the starting team as well. So hopefully he's gotten over the whole, being trash.
Didn't he miss a volunteer workout or something like that?
Yeah, he wasn't there for the first week, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. With a new coach, I understand it's voluntary or stuff like that, but with a new coaching staff, when you're supposed to be one of the big pieces on a team, you got to show up and make appearances. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you unless you're hey, I got a family thing. I'm sorry. Unless there's an excuse and the coach go to the media Adebo reached out to us. He was sorry.
Yeah.
Something came up. He had to go out there. That's one thing. I have not seen anything that suggests that's what happened with Debo.
No, he just wasn't there.
That's all I've heard. He just wasn't there. It's all right. Yeah. I can't play, I can't play devil's advocate if you didn't give everyone a heads up. It's the same reason I was mad at Darren Waller. I'm just talk to us.
Yeah, keep us updated.
I don't care you're taking forever. I care that you're leaving us in the dark. Let us give us. You played or not?
Professional.
Which way are you leaning right now, buddy?
These guys are professionals, man. They gotta just, speak up and it's their job at the end of the day.
Shane's got to build a roster, and he needs to know he should invest in tight end. So, which way are you leaning? Let us know. Call us
what
back.
do you do? What do you do? None of that. I'll tell you.
He retired and went to Miami.
Yeah, and then now he's in freaking Carolina, so he can go rot there with midget Bryce Young, I guess. Anyways, final thing to take away: Darius Alexander is now been taking second and third team reps, and Chauncey Golston, a guy we haven't talked at all on this show. Let's be honest. Recently, he is taking first team reps with the defensive line with Shelby Harris and DJ Reader. So Golston, a guy who was signed as an edge, he's still on this roster for quite some time now. Isn't gonna start or be on the edge any much longer, but he's a guy that could be on the interior. So, or on the interior line with the two big boys we got in Harris and Reader. So,
fine.
Let's see what you got. Yes, sir. With that being said, any other takeaways that I miss? Anything that you found, my friend, that I haven't talked about yet?
No, that's pretty much it.
Cool beans with me. All right. 53-man roster predictions part 2. We made a part 1, like I mentioned in the last episode of last season. It was kind of a very rough draft. I wasn't fully prepared. Brian was, of course, but I really wasn't, let's be honest. But today I am. I promise. Yeah, this is part 2. And we can make some short explanations if needed. If not, we can just list our players that we got so far. Let's get to it. Quarterback. I see us carrying 3 of them.
Wow.
Jackson Dart. Oh, okay. My third one is in the emergency quarterback, so I just put him in there just because. But we got Jackson Dart, our beautiful franchise quarterback, Jameis Winston, the goofy man himself, and Brendan Allen as the emergency quarterback, because I know, just to be on the side, in the NFL is allowing quarterbacks to carry allowing teams to carry a third quarterback. So as ass as he was on Saturday, I still think the Giants will keep him as just in case of emergency break glass. And I really hope we don't have to do that because, yeah, he's trash. You're up.
Dart Winston. It's that simple.
Cool bean. No explanation needed.
No, I mean, if we carry a third emergency guy, can you be a practice squad guy? Like, I don't think we need one that bad.
The perfect practice squad guy that I think we can both agree on, if he just wasn't a number 2. Oh, no, he is the number 3 in Indianapolis. But Riley Leonard, man, I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
If he was here, I know you'd be ecstatic as hell. He's a good guy. He's a guy that wouldn't mind holding the clipboard. And if he's called to play, he'll just run the ball to his heart's content. And we're all saying
he probably would run a very similar offense to what they're going to run with Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I think he's the perfect guy. Yeah.
Like Jameis is a great backup, and I love Jameis personality-wise, but if I had to pick between Jameis and Riley Leonard, whose skill set would most likely imitate Jackson Dart, it's Riley Leonard by a mile.
Oh yeah, no, because he can run the ball. He has a little bit of an arm, as you know, of course. Why not, dude? Honestly.
Yeah.
But let's see what else we got here. Running backs. I got Scadaboo, Tyrone Tracy, Devin Singletary, and Najee Harris. So we will carry 4.
Same.
Cool beans.
4.
Yeah. According to reports, Najee Harris was signed with the intention that he's going to be a quote significant contributor. According to, I believe, Art Stapleton. So with that being said, it's gonna be very interesting how we're going to use all 4 backs, because you don't carry 4 just to not use all of them, right? Let's be honest. But I think even though Scadaboo looks good, I think the reason why we are carrying 4 running backs is just to allow him to slowly ease back into being the number 1 guy, and that would give carries to Tracy and Singletary on maybe some receiving downs, and maybe on 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts, put Najee in there.
Yeah, or pass plays. Have Najee to be a pass blocker,
exactly. Yes, because Najee Harris.
We're gonna play the matchups with running back.
There you go. And Najee is the best pass blocker out of the 4. Let's be honest. So I'm again glad he's in our team. Looked good in the joint practice, and we expect to see a lot. I'm sure a lot more of him this Saturday against Miami. Fullback Patrick Ricard.
Yeah,
simple.
I think Manhurts will be the backup on paper, but he's gonna be the 3rd string tight end.
Yes, sir. I have him there as well. Wide receivers. This is the order I see this depth chart will look like for receiver. It's going to be Neighbors. It's going to be Slayton. It's going to be Malachi Fields. It's going to be Darnell Mooney, Calvin Austin, and OBJ takes the final receiving spot.
Wow.
On the team.
So I have 7 receivers.
7. Oh, okay.
Neighbors, Mooney, Austin, Slayton, Fields, Beckel, and Barrios.
Barrios. Okay,
I still have Barrios making the team because the punt returning stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I think we talked a little bit about it on Tuesday. Look, nothing against Barrios whatsoever. And I think there were times where we talked a little bit about him because he made some plays in camp. All the power to him. Great that you're on this team. I'm glad you are. I see us carrying 6. I think I added one more corner. Yeah, I added one more corner and another lineman, which filled the role of Barrios or takes Barrios' spot.
I have 9
I should say.
linemen and 6 corners. So that's
okay. Yeah, we'll get to it. I'll see who you have that I don't. But listen, like Barrios is great. He was signed to be a primary kick returner. That is fantastic. I see a world where it's like, okay, maybe Calvin Austin kind of takes over that punt return role. Deontay Banks is the main kick returning guy. Maybe Devin Singletary or Tyrone Tracy is the kick returner number 2. Yeah, that's what I see happening right now. Again, I could be wrong. You could be wrong. Who knows? But yeah, Barrios does not make the team for me, but I'm good to hear that he does for you.
Yeah.
All right. Tight ends, my friend. I got 4 of them. Yourself?
I have 3. All right. I likely Theo Johnson and Chris Manhertz. I think it's chalk, but like those are the best 3 on the roster. It's likely and Johnson will form a nice, if they want to run 12 personnel, that's something you can do. And then Manhertz, like we all know, is a block and back.
Yes, sir. Same for me. I did want to add Thomas Fedoni the second in there. He was our 7th round pick from last year. Has made some nice plays in camp, and I see him, just being on the bubble, but making the roster as just that 4th tight end in case we need him. He's a big target himself. Could use him on goal line situations if need be. So, yes, sir. All right, offensive lineman. Starting, no debate here, is from left to right. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Andrew Thomas, John Runyon, John Michael Schmitz, Francis Noah, and Jermaine Luminor.
Yeah, with the same starting 5.
Cool beans. And behind them are the backups, not in positional order, but J.C. Davis, Josh Azudu. It seems like for me the Falele trade was because they were impressed with Azudu enough to be like, okay, maybe he deserves to be on the roster. So Azudu joins it, will be on the 53-man roster. Lucas Patrick makes it as one of the last guys on the roster as well. Marcus Bowe, who is a promising guy, I look forward to seeing a lot more as the years go by. And Mr. Aaron Stinney takes the backup left guard spot as well. Any differences, my friend?
I have Stinney's cut for me. I have Bowe, Azudu, Davis, and Patrick.
Okay. Cool. Hey, I mean, you carry 7 receivers, you got to cut somebody. Stinney's a veteran guy. I get it. There's nothing too special, that he brings, but he's just a depth piece I wanted us to keep on the O-line.
Yeah.
All right. Defense, my friend. Let's go to defensive line.
I broke it down by edge and then defensive tackles, how I broke it down.
I did the same. You can go first, my friend.
So edge, it's Brian Burns, Carter, Thibodeau, and Goldston. Like you said, Goldston's impressing in practice, and the first 3 need no introduction.
Yes, sir. Love it. Same for me. I put Golston as a defensive lineman, so interior defense. But again, I'm just being.
Yeah, like my lineman is my tackles are Reed, Harris, Alexander, Jameson, Travis, and Foodie.
Okay. Yeah. I have Jameson Travis making it on. I think signed to the practice squad, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Because I have Harris, Reeder, Alexander, Golston is my D linemen, and I have Fotu. Look, Jameson Travis, he's a big guy. I definitely see him possibly making a contribution in the near future or sooner rather than later, just not immediately from the jump. But I think the Giants are smart enough to keep him on the practice squad for sure. All right, linebackers. I got 4 of them. I hope you do have the same.
I have 5.
Question mark? 5. All right, hit me. What do you got?
Edmonds, Reese, McFadden, Kelly, which I'm sure we have those 4, and then Barnes.
Yes. Oh, that your Barnes. Okay. Yeah, he was a guy. I forgot where he came from, but he's a guy that nothing bad to speak about him. He's just a depth.
When you're making 53-man roster, you have to cut somewhere. Like I could cut Barnes and put Stinney on the O line if I wanted to. I just thought having Edmonds. There's some question marks with defense, right? At linebacker, figured probably smart to have an extra one there.
You're damn right.
No, in case you have to move. If Case Reed's like, I know he's looked great so far, but in case we're all right, he's actually better as an edge rusher. You move him over there, and you still had the 4.
There you go. Plus Barnes, of course, like, bring special teams, play to this, that would be more helpful compared to an Aaron Stinney being on this roster. So I definitely see where you're coming from. I love it. Don't have Barnes, but have Jack Kelly, who impressed against Minnesota.
Kelly had the play of that drive. It was for the 2 offensive pass interference, the defense pass interferences.
Yeah, I know. Just penalties, just wiping away, good plays, man. We can't have those when the games do count. I will say that. But same with me. Reese Edmonds, Michael McFadden, who I'm very comfortable having as a backup.
We thought the McFadden's as a backup. We will take that all day.
You're damn freaking right, and he is. So just stay healthy, my man, and we'll be good to go. All right, corners. I got 6 of them. Paulson Adebo, Greg Newsome, nice. Drew Phillips, Colton Hood, Darius Washington, and Nick Jones takes that final spot as a special teams guy.
You had Banks being cut.
Oh crap! I missed Banks. Sorry, take out Jones for Banks.
Okay, then we did the exact same.
Sorry. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't say one. You caught me right there. Yeah. I was looking at the depth chart, and I was like, wait a minute.
We have the same starting 6 at corner.
Hell yeah. Sorry, Nick Jones. We love you. You know what? Just like Brian, I could see us cutting Aaron Stinney, and then we'll put you in there. You know what? I'll do that. Stinney, screw you. No offense. Wow. But actually, no. Cut Patrick. Keep Stinney. Take out. Keep Nick Jones on here, and add Deontay Banks. Cool.
There you go.
Because I think there was one point where it's like Bo was like practicing center. So I'm just
Bo. I think they're playing Bo all over the line right now.
Perfect. So you might as well try him out there if things need be. But Deontay Banks, I'm sorry. I still believe in you. I just forgot to put your name on my list. I have it right here, and I just missed it. Thank you for catching that, my friend. By the way, you said you have the same guys. How about free safety and strong safety? Who do we got there?
So I just did safety and I just bunched them all together. Holland, Nubin, Pinnock, and Campbell.
All right. I got Holland, Nubin, Pinnock, Campbell, and Raheem Lane takes a special team spot or is a special teamer himself. So I'll put him there. Look, Tyler Nubin, I know you've discussed before about, seeing a bounce back season from him, and I hope so from him as well. But there is a world where we could see Javon Holland and Pinnock be the starting safeties at one point this year if Nubin doesn't show any potential or signs of taking that next step forward in Denard Wilson's defense. So, but right now that's what we have as the safeties on the team. Kicker and punter, no surprise. Let's say it with me: Dominic Zavada and Jordan Stout. Yes, sir.
Then Ben Mann is the long snapper. What a tremendous name! Absolutely tremendous.
Ben Mann, amazing. I love it. Oh, and Brian just cut off, which that was unexpected. We'll get Brian back shortly. But yeah, that is our 53-man roster predictions. Part 2, as Brian just entered right back in. Love it.
I had the wrong.
All good, my friend.
I have chart tab and I close this tab.
Oh, you're good. All good, man. But yeah, that's our 53-man roster predictions part 2. We'll definitely make one more part or one more segment of this once we get, I think probably after the last preseason game.
Yeah,
between the Giants.
The right before 53-man, right before the actual roster is released. Yeah, we'll release one.
There you go. All right. With that being said, that'll do it for our Giants talk. Before we go, we want to leave you guys with our best bets of the day, presented by Bettor Vision. Hey, listen, I get it. I know you guys too. So I have way too many fantasy apps. I'm way too many daily fantasy sports apps on my phone as well. Bettor Vision makes it easier to track all your entries and teams in one place. You can add you can link your fantasy football teams on there. You can link any bets you make on a daily basis. You can link them there too. It's the best place to track everything at one. It'll tell you which ones you're winning, which ones you're losing, how much you're winning, how much you're losing, and all the good stuff from there. So we are using the Bettor Vision app right now. We promise we will have a link for you guys sooner rather than later or in a code to use when you sign up. Yeah, look, there's a couple preseason games I'm seeing right now, right, my friend? I'm seeing this.
Remember, if you have a gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. Betting's fun, but do it responsibly. Don't bet your life on this thing.
There you go. Bet how much you can afford to lose.
Exactly. Yep.
Because bets are hard at the end of the day. Look, a couple preseason games on today. We got the Jets and Steelers. We got Carolina and Jacksonville. We got Green Bay and Denver. There's gonna be a lot more games this weekend as well. But you know what? I just for fun, I take a swing at it. I know it's just a preseason, but I think I would go Steelers -1.5. The bet they out when it comes to Bettor Vision. What they do is they're not a sports book, but they give you the best options available that you can select from. So, for example, right now, Pittsburgh -1.5, the best value is on FanDuel at -106. Or if I want to take Jets +1 at -110, the best value is on BetMGM. So for me, if I could, I'd go Jets and Steelers under 37.5 points. That is my pick for the day. My friend, what about you? What's something that looks good to you?
So I'm looking at baseball right now. Shocking. I'm going Baltimore +1.5 over the Rays. I think they keep the hot. That's all BetMGM for Bettor Vision giving me that out. I like Baltimore. They're on a bit of a tear recently. Pete Alonso is the hottest hitter in America. He got robbed of a home run the other night. I think they keep the good times rolling.
Yeah, hope he hits a dinger today. That'd be cool to see because I also need him to hit a dinger for my own personal game. But I'll save that for another day. Hopefully he hits it tonight. But with that being said, though, that will do it for the 3rd and 10 podcast, season 3, episode 5. Season 5, episode 8 has officially come to a close. We talked about a lot of good things today. Giants, Dolphins, joint practices. We talked about the fight that occurred. If y'all want to see the video, check it out earlier in the episode. We showed it to you all who were watching live. We also discussed our 53-man roster predictions, part 2. We did a part 1 again in the last season, but we thought we'd do it again before the Dolphins game this week, especially tomorrow, I should say, especially with the new players we added, including Najee Harris, who we have making it on the team. And then finally, we gave our best bets of the day. Again, for me, it's Jets and Steelers under 37.5 points. Brian is on the Orioles, right?
Orioles plus 1.5.
+1.5. So there you go. That's your best bets of the day, and we'll definitely come up with a better or different segment name for this once we continue to do this for you guys, especially when it gets close to the NFL regular season. That's when our bets that we will give to y'all will be a lot more, I should say, than just 2 picks per episode. So
yeah.
As always, you can follow me at Nathan_Nguyen24. You can follow Brian at BrianPG1016. You can find our podcast page at 3rd and 10 Podcast on TikTok and 3rd and 10 Pod on the Instagram and the Twitter. We hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy another week of preseason football. We are getting so close to the start of the regular season. Giants, Dolphins. We're almost there, my man. We will be talking meaningful football very soon. And of course, college football is also around the corner. So
we're like a week away from college football. It's crazy. Okay, college football's next week.
We're getting close.
TCU in North Carolina in Ireland.
Yay, Bill Belichick.
The people making jokes that, okay, what are the odds that Bill Belichick gets left in Ireland?
That would be nice. I'm sure if I'm speaking for Tar Heel fans everywhere. I'm sure they would prefer to see Belichick not come home with them.
Well, you don't want Bill Belichick and his 24-year-old girlfriend, how old she is now. Are they still dating?
Absolutely.
I mean, I haven't heard about Jordan in a little bit.
Thank God. It's good riddance. No, they are, unfortunately.
I still remember my friend going, why do you say it like that? Like, because that's how she says it.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you,
so much emphasis on it. Stop. You sound so entitled when you say it. I'm like, well, that's how she says it.
Yeah, and she ruined Hard Knocks, man.
You know what? I kind of agree with you.
She ruined Hard Knocks for me. That's why I'm pissed at her.
She ruined a lot.
She has. But a story for another day. For Brian, I'm Nate. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate y'all support as always. Clips, check us out on TikTok for all the clips that we released throughout, and our YouTube channel as well for any live episodes you may have missed. We'll see you guys next Tuesday for another episode. We'll review Giants, Dolphins, and other news that surrounds the team comes about from the team in the coming days.